Hey everybody! So I wanted to do what hopefully will be a quick video to let you know about these dreams I've been having for months now. And basically they are Teotwalki dreams, which if you know what that is, it's the end of the world as we know it. A lot of survivalists believe, well, a lot of people are starting to believe in the end of the world or the end of the world as we know it. Especially now that it's 2012 and people are freaking out thinking the world's going to end, and of course no one 100% knows what's going to happen, but I agree. I feel that it's going to be more of a spiritual evolution, and the natural disasters that are happening and have happened, they are part of that. The earth cycle cleansing itself, and it's horrible, and I hate that people are injured and dying, but it is part of that cycle. So anyway, there's more TV shows now about the end of the world. There was one, I can't remember what it was called, maybe it was The Colony, and it was like a little TV show, and I guess it was canceled, after the first or second season or something, but they took people and stuck them like somewhere, and because I think I missed like the first episode or two, and they volunteered and they knew it was an experiment, but they were pretty much on their own, I think. I don't really know how much assistance and help that they received, but I know they started with like a little bit of food wherever they were at, and possibly had a map, and I guess they actually didn't have a map. They just had to find a place to create a shelter with. So they found this warehouse, and of course there's all kinds of like engineers that are in this group and everything, like mostly college educated people minus maybe one or two. But it shows the struggle of not having water just come out of the faucet when you turn the handle on, or not being able to take a shower, having to worry about what you're eating and having to ration your food and your water, and they were going, I guess, it wasn't a stream, like it had concrete under it, so I don't know if maybe it was part of like a watershed or something like that, collecting water and, having to purify it, and they didn't know how long they would be there, I don't think, and they would encounter people that were actors that would come in and pretend to be real, perhaps other volunteers from other colonies, and would try to steal their food or attack their little area that they were occupying. So it goes through that. That's on TV. All these TV shows. Like there's one now. I cannot think of the name of it. It's on AMC. It's like a zombie show, kind of. And this group of people, you're following them as they struggle to survive and to get resources and medical attention, etc., etc. And so at first I thought maybe I was just having those types of dreams because more of that stuff is on TV now. People are freaking out about 2012 more now. But they have continued to occur, and some of them are repeating. Some of them are different. None of them have any of the characters from any of the shows I've seen or seen advertised. Yeah, and they are indicative of the dreams I have experienced since childhood that are often, I guess, like a vision. And of course, anyone who has a vision, the future can be changed, but I don't take these as literal, the world is going to end, like in my dreams, we're trying to find shelter and food, and then it'll go right back to normal, and we'll be hanging out with someone, and then it's like, oh, we gotta get somewhere before it's too dark, or whatever, but, I don't take it as literal, as in, the entire world's gonna end, or whatever. Obviously times are tough, but I think it's more of, it is going to be the end of the world as we know it, but I don't think it is going to be as much chaos and disaster as some people do. Like I said, I believe it's going to be more of a spiritual evolution, which would be the end of the world as we know it. And hopefully, in that case, we would have peace and love for humanity, and no need for wars. Humanity able to utilize its brain and advanced intelligence to solve conflicts without war and deaths. But I don't know. But I thought it was important to let you guys know, because it's getting to where it's almost a nightly thing. And so who knows. But I do feel like it's some sort of prophetic dream. Like I said, I don't feel it's literal. But in some instances, or in some cases, it could be literal. You know, just like where they are having natural disasters, or like in my area, we had tornadoes this year, and we don't normally have tornadoes where I live. Just very different, like summer almost. We haven't had any snow this year, and you know, I mean, other than like one tiny little flurry and pretty much nothing stuck. And I pretty much live in the mountains, so it's very rare to not have snow. And for the weather to be as warm as it is, and these are all changes, and you know, crops are dying from blight or whatever. So things like that could prove a struggle. The economy's bad, people are hungry and starving, not just in our country, but all over the world. And you know, our economy affects the global economy. So part of it, I guess, could be taken literal, you know, in the sense that we need to maybe not waste, you know, even the American Red Cross suggests having like a year's worth of food and water for every member of family in your home, including a year's worth of medication. I gotta throw that in there, you know. So, you know, there could be things like that could happen due to natural disasters as, you know, vibrations increase, coming closer to this cycle, this cycle that's ending in the Mayan calendar, or just due to whatever else, you know, any natural disaster, or, you know, sometimes things happen like electrical outlets short circuit and it causes a fire, and then a family loses everything they have, you know, all their pots and pans, all their clothes, all their furniture, you know, keepsakes, everything. And in that instance, you know, you would have to struggle to make sure you had food and shelter and clothing for you and your family. So part of it could be taken literally, but I don't think it's literally the end of the world. I think it could potentially be the end of the world as we know it, like I said, but I don't think that it's going to be the end of the world as we know it in the sense of everyone's just out on their own and they're having to fend for themselves and they're out in the woods or trying to protect their fortress, which is their home. I don't think it's going to be that type of situation, but I wanted to share my dreams. If you guys have any ideas, or if you've had similar dreams, or if you've had different dreams but they're repeating, you know, leave me a comment or send me a message and let me know. Lots of people are experiencing things like this right now. I've always had dreams, but I wanted to make sure before I made a video that I understood the interpretation of the dream, which there's always multiple interpretations, which is based on the kind of dreams I've had during my entire life, and you know how they feel when they're a prophetic dream. Helps me know that this isn't just a random dream. And like I said, sometimes it's the same, often it's different every time, just like a different storyline completely, but it's still like the end of the world and everyone's like freaking out and struggling and all this stuff. But anyway, please subscribe. I'm gonna put up more videos. I've got a better camera now. I have a better phone now. I'm actually recording this off my phone, so we'll see if I can upload it to YouTube from my phone. I've been putting up a few little short ones from my phone that I've just been testing on both my channels. But anyway, I hope that all of you have a wonderful day filled with peace and happiness. Please leave comments, please subscribe, and thank you so much for watching, and namaste.